Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. Some of you might know me as Hellhades. Wow, I want to talk about the journey so far. I want to talk about where we are on that journey with our first game development of Godforge, which is shaping up to be absolutely badass. Like 5 years ago, I started a YouTube channel covering a game that I loved in a genre which I loved. Okay, it was a sideline hobby. I'm a gamer at heart, but at that point, I was a salesman and I'd been in sales for like 20 years in a decent job, honestly. Started this YouTube channel and was able to amass a great community in a relatively short time. The community reached out to me and said, you guys know so much about this genre, about hero collectors, RPGs, strategic gotchas, and they said, why don't you create your own game? So Dan, Sham, and I came out 2 years ago and said, this is what we're gonna do. This is the level, the quality level we wanna hit within this space, and this is the timelines that we wanna work to. And people turned around and said, you're crazy. There's absolutely no way you're gonna be able to do a game of that size for your first title as game developers. There's no way you're going to be able to hit those timelines. Milestone by milestone, we are smashing it out the park. So let's take you through it then. So what's going on? Basically, we are community driven, okay? We're gamers that are building a game. We understand what gamers want. We listen to our community and try to put features in that the community actually really want to see. And ultimately, we are now building Godforge, our first title, a cinematic RPG hero collector inspired by gods, myths, and legends. It's not been like a straight road, okay? It's been bumpy along the way. We've had huge pivots based on our gameplay and whether we feel like it's hitting the right chords for our community, based on whether we think it's going to be really well received. And, you know, a great example of that was we had a combat system, which honestly was pretty cool, but felt too tactical. And it didn't feel like it was really hitting the spot for our community for this particular genre. So we did a full pivot and we've moved away from that into a more conventional style hero collector RPG type of combat system. Now, I said we are community driven, and that's absolutely true. We've got a Discord with everyone kind of dropping ideas, which we take those ideas and kind of mold into something which could be a feature in the game. And this YouTube channel actually kind of takes our community through the game development cycle. A lot of people wouldn't know, including me actually, before we started the project, you would not know how much work goes into creating 3D characters. Yeah, from end to end, the time it takes, the fidelity you need from your artists. You've got environments to create, you've got animations, you've got VFX. There's so much that goes into creating a game. It's actually mind-blowing, especially when you're trying to create a game of this quality and standard to compete with studios that literally have got hundreds of millions of dollars to spend on their products. Now for us, community is everything. We've already got 25,000 people signed up to a beta. You can sign up as well, by the way. I'll put the links down below. We're looking to launch the beta in Q1, towards the end of Q1 of next year, with the game looking to launch towards kind of like back end of Q3 next year. We want the community to come in, play test our game, give us feedback through our Discord, and allow us to make changes which really make the game fun. Like, this is all about creating a really cool game. Okay, that's literally it. Everything in terms of our meetings, in terms of our feedback sessions, it's all about, is this actually bringing the fun back into the genre? So one of the unexpected perks, I guess, of being a now game developer, you know, leading this team, is that we get to go to a number of different events across the world to network. Networking is really important. And in fact, it's been a big part of us building a fantastic team at Fateless. You know, we've been to Vegas, we've been to San Francisco, we've been to Cologne, we've been to Crete, we've been to Helsinki, all of them different game events like Gamescom, like TwitchCon, like Slush, all of them really about building a network, understanding the trends in gaming, and really getting our brand, Fateless and Godforge, out to a community. So where are we so far? We've actually got to the point of building a demo. The demo kind of takes you through the core, I guess a slice of the core loop of playing the game, using your heroes, being able to level them up, being able to summon new heroes. All of those things are in game right now. We've got a number of the heroes fully animated with VFX and sort of cool abilities. And then we've got a whole ton more, which are in game, but just standing there in a T-pose because they're not fully animated and stuff like that yet. We've got a launcher which works on PC and Mac, and then we've also got an Android build. So we're getting ourselves really ready for that beta where we can actually pass, beta keys out to a really large number of players and say, right, you guys, we want you to hard test this particular experience in the game, whether it's like a new player experience or whether it's, we're giving you a stacked account, and see what the end game feels like. I guess something we don't talk about a lot, but it's a really big achievement. We were able to raise enough funds to build this game, and it was actually from angel investors in the community that already believed in us as a team, and they believe in that vision of a game being built by gamers for gamers. And ultimately, that's what's got us this far in terms of being able to actually build a product. And, we have to say thank you to that group of people that have got absolute belief in what we're doing. We've got, between the content creators that are actually shareholders in this business, we've got millions of people that play this style of game in this genre that are interested in what we're building next. Now, I do want to talk to you about the team, because the team is built up of, honestly, just like rock stars at this point. We've got 3 founders in myself, I guess a content creator, gamer, and a design setter, I guess, of the vision of what we want from the game. We've got Sham, who has run indie development studios before, got a full understanding of all of the hats you need to wear to be able to run a studio and to get something done. And then Dan has just got marketing expertise, SEO, and a kind of organic growth expertise, which is really helping us build our community and ultimately get our game out to market, which is going to be one of the most important things that we have to do. I mentioned we've got content creators in the mix. We've got someone who you might know as Ash, who's actually called Tim, who's part of the board and part of the group. We've got awesome people in terms of art direction, Dane. We've got Dirk heading up some of the design alongside Paul and Brad. Our UI UX guru is Henry, who is absolutely awesome. Another content creator in MTashed, Susie. Nico is our first intern, who is a 3D artist who is absolutely insane. A number of people sort of running our community with Chloe, Jack, and Ibrahim, who actually does a lot of the editing of our videos and stuff. So there's just people that you're going to see throughout the Fateless universe, I guess. Some of them behind the scenes and some of them very front facing. We've also got this kind of like core of newer employees at Fateless who have just been in some of the most insane projects that you've ever heard of. The likes of Damon, Joel, Marcelo, Daniel. There's also 3 other ones which need to be added onto our site. Dan Borth, Chris Spears, John Stiles. They have worked in the gaming industry for a long time, working on games like Star Wars Galaxies, EverQuest, Turok, some of the Star Wars titles. Like, they've literally worked on some of the most insane projects you've ever heard of. They could have gone and worked back at those massive studios, by the way, but they really love the vision of Fateless and what we're trying to achieve here in terms of back to your roots, build a game that gamers are going to absolutely love to play. So let's talk about what to expect from our closed beta at the end of Q1. This is what we're working towards. 100 playable heroes. Most games in this genre do not even launch with 100 playable heroes, by the way. We're looking to have 100 playable heroes across 5 factions out of the 10 that we're going to go for full launch with. We're going to have a normal campaign experience. So basically your entry-level campaign, 8 different dungeons, pretty much the dungeons which are focused on enhancing a hero's levels, skills, abilities, and 8 dungeons with different bosses in. We're going to have all of the features around developing your heroes. So promoting them, ascending them, awakening them, masteries, ability upgrades. And then, I mean, the core to any game like this is hero summoning. That will also be in the closed beta. Around the same sort of time, we're looking to launch almost like a early adopter type of pack, which you guys could be involved in if you want to. It will involve basically a pre-purchase of cool stuff, honestly. We're working on an art book. We're working on some like cool kind of things for you to personally collect and keep in your home. But then also there will be things for the game for when the game launches as kind of like an early bird, thank you very much for being involved type of gesture. So look, I just really want to say thank you to everyone who's got involved so far. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you enjoy following the journey of what we're doing. Make sure that you go and follow our social medias to really help us grow as a company and to really sort of burst onto the scene when we launch our game. It's been a crazy, like honestly, a crazy 5 years for me. Going from, you know, the rat race sales guy, you know, with a family, with kids, all the normal stuff really, to following a passion of mine. I'm now involved in something which I can be truly passionate about on a daily basis. Okay, so this journey into firstly content creator and then into game dev is insane. And the studio kind of follows that feeling. You know, everyone in our team feels like they're part of a family that's building something absolutely amazing. I really want you guys to feedback what you love from what you've seen so far, and tell me what's been the best part of this journey for you so far, if you've been someone that watches all of the videos. And don't forget as well, there's a ton of people now creating content on Godforge on a weekly basis, showing off some of the character information, showing off some of the gameplay that we share with them. So make sure to go and show them some love as well. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.